Hey guys, it is me, Nico, once again to bring you guys hopefully the last catch-up vlog for the past week. So, hopefully, this vlog will recap everything that has happened over the last couple of days. So, as I stated in the last couple of vlogs, and as you guys may have seen in a couple of the last vlogs, I was in Southern California. Well, I meant to do my vlog about these past few days, but unfortunately I was in SoCal most of the time, and you know, it was somewhat on the bad, an emotional experience, and somewhat on the good experience. You know, more or less the good outweighed the bad, and I was really pleased to have pretty much, been a part of that, So, mainly what Thursday comprised of, I'm going to go over the events on the day systematically, starting with Thursday. So, what happened on Thursday was nothing much, really. I mean, I gave you guys that information on the last vlog, but you guys probably couldn't hear me with the ocean behind me when I was doing that vlog, and I am really grateful to say that I did not drop this iTouch in the ocean. So yeah, but that day was mostly comprised of packing and getting all of the stuff situated for the trip down to Southern California. But I also watched Beyond Scared Straight, and I did try my best to get a lot of the videos and pictures uploaded. Unfortunately, that wasn't able to happen, and I was forced to move everything back a little bit, so that was a bummer. But yeah, so that is what comprised of Thursday's events. So now let's get down to what actually happened when I arrived in Southern California on Friday. So once I got there, I settled into the hotel, and that was the first time I ever stayed at a hotel with my grandparents in Rancho Cucamonga. And I say it's the first because usually when we go there we stay at my grandma Nancy or grandpa Benji's house, but unfortunately, since there was a lot of other family members from out of town who were staying there, we had to stay at a hotel as a second resort, so we were able to do that. And while I was there, I took the time to get myself situated, packed into the hotel, and that day I decided, since it kind of would be wrong for me to go to the Lego store on the day of my great-grandpa's funeral, I decided to go to the Lego store while I had the opportunity. So I went to the Lego store in Ontario Mills, and I ended up getting 2 Pick-a-Brick cups, which I'm actually going to show you guys these. I wasn't able to show you guys this in the last few vlogs, but yeah. So I went there and I got a couple of things. Since their selection in the store was pretty, I wouldn't say bad, but I wouldn't exactly call it good either. So yeah. Turn on the light here. No, that didn't help. Alright, so there we go. Let me get this one last thing here. In the bag. Oh, well, it's the convention schedule. Yeah, so there it is. That's everything I got at the Ontario Mills Lego store. And that, like I said, guys, it was a pretty small haul, yet still expensive. Only 2 Pab cups and 2 base plates, but as you guys know, all of this right here, it's $14.99 each. $14.99 per base plate, $14.99 per large cup. So, $60, somewhat in that range. And, you can see here I got a little bit of a mix here in this cup. I don't know if you guys can really tell, but you can see I got some plants and a lot of bright yellow trans bright yellow studs and a little bit of the black parts. Because you guys can't see, it's black 2x2 slopes. And in this one, all or majority 2x6 reddish brown plates and 1x4 reddish brown tiles, and more trans bright yellow studs. So that is pretty much what that order comprised of. And when I went there, you know, it wasn't too packed. You know, like I said, the selection, at least for me, with the parts I wanted, was not very good, so I did not get much at that store. And that was pretty much how that ended my day, you know, for the first day I was in Southern California. Second day was a little bit of a more quiet day. I wouldn't like to talk about it that much, but that was the day of the funeral. I got to meet with a lot of family members that I haven't seen in a while, and you know, I didn't get a chance to speak at my grandpa's funeral because I was only supposed to speak if my mother wasn't supposed to make it, which she did. And well, although I had a bigger duty, I actually had to pick up the priest first. I had to go help my other grandpa pick up the priest for the ceremony. So we did that, and I got there late, but I was able to hear a couple of my aunts and my mother speak about my great-grandpa. I got to watch him be buried next to my grandma, so my great-grandma. So that happened, and I did a little bit more socializing with some of the family members who I haven't spoken with in a while. I talked with my uncle, who, you know, his family's up in Seattle, and he actually offered to help me out with transport for BrickCon. Because I told him about BrickCon. Actually, I told my little cousin who was here several months ago about BrickCon, and you know, he's really adamant about going, and he's really adamant about me going there to exhibit. So, you know, my uncle offered me, you know, if I decide to go to BrickCon, which more than likely now I will, considering I have extra help when I go down there, you know, he will loan me his company van for that weekend. You know, he's going to help transport that to and from California, or at least a good midway point, and you know, help me bring whatever mocks I have to California, because I showed him Yavin, you know, because Yavin's already been decided. As far as other mocks I'm going to bring to BricksCon, I am unsure. The mocks, however, I am bringing to Bricks by the Bay and Bricks Cascade have been decided more and thought out more. But because BrickCon's away so long, you know, sorry guys, so far away from now, I have a lot of ground to cover with that. So, yeah, but at least I got something good out of that. But yeah, it was still a sad day. That was pretty much the only thing that happened for me when I was in Southern California, day 2. And day 3, well, day 3 was the day I was originally supposed to go home. However, I decided not to, and I pretty much stayed with my mother, because I went to the funeral with my grandparents, but I decided to stay in Southern California a day longer with my mother. And we pretty much went to the Glandale Lego store, which is not that far from Ontario. It's about close to a 1 hour to an hour and 30-minute drive. And we went there, and let me just say, guys, it was a more massive selection. So I got a lot more cups there. And I'm not sure if I could get these all out of the bag, but at least I could show you guys some of it. I originally brought with me only 4 Pick-a-Brick cups to the whole thing. So, guess what happened? I ended up having to buy more Pick-a-Brick cups for myself, which completely threw me off. I didn't expect to buy this much. Honestly, I didn't. I mean, I knew I might have been going, but it wasn't exactly a for sure thing. So I didn't exactly like plan out to buy this much quantity in the end. So yeah, because I've already spent so much time trying to show you guys what was up in this vlog. I'm not gonna go wow. Sorry guys, I'm still trying to get all these packed out here. Post a picture up on Flickr soon of these, but pretty much that's what I got. Glandale, all of this is what I had from the Lego store in Ontario, Glandale. And only 2 of these cups, right here, this one and this one, were the only 2 I really brought. You could tell because the lady forgot to put the stickers on them. So that kind of sucked. But the rest of these cups, I got 5 extra cups while I was there. 3 large, 2 small, and the 3 large were mainly put towards other miscellaneous parts. You can see here I have some muddy tan, dark brown, and some gray parts here. I have more of the brown parts and dark gray parts. This one's filled with black parts for Ambara, which, by the way, guys, I've decided that when I do make Ambara, that's going to be going to Bricks Cascade with me. So that was one thing that I made up about that day. And yeah, that's the order. And I got this. Actually, I had a second one, but I think I might have misplaced that. Oh, and a brick separator. I know I had like a bunch of brick separators with me now, but I decided, because I didn't have the orange colored one, what the heck, you know. But yeah, and I can't find that. So, you know, I have quite a few more things to discuss, but you know, I don't want to waste the entire 15 minutes talking about that. But yeah, so that's what I did at the Glandale Lego store. And after that, I went sightseeing throughout, you know, the other parts of Southern California. We ended up staying in Oxnard that day, traveling to Oxnard and staying there. And then today, which is Monday, we made our way back to, well, actually, I told you guys about everything on Sunday. Yeah, we stayed in Oxnard, and then we went to the beach. As you guys can tell from the last vlog, I did my vlogging from there, and told you guys about the events that happened on, I believe on Wednesday, or actually it was Thursday, right? So that was pretty much the end of that. And oh, I'm also proud to say that while I was there, I managed to get a glimpse of the Clone Wars episode that I missed that Saturday. So, you know, I wasn't originally going to watch it, but I ended up watching it since it was the only thing that was on at that time. So I watched it. You know, they replayed it on Sunday. They usually don't do that, so I was able to get a glimpse of it. And let me just say, I like the bounce back better from the previous episode. You know, Ahsoka wasn't sold into slavery like I expected, and everything turned out well. So that happened. And I'm proud to say that the Lakers have been bouncing back quite often. You know, since the former head coach Mike Brown got fired. Mike D'Antoni hasn't been put in as head coach yet, but even without his management, Lakers are still killing it now. They're getting better. I hate to say it, but Clippers are on top of the West right now, so that kind of sucks. But you know, I'm just trying to get everything settled. Well, they have to get everything settled in Los Angeles. You know, get all their acts together and everything, and hopefully everything will turn out for the best. So that's pretty much it for events outside of Lego. And I collected a bunch of photos from the Oxnard Pier at Port Huron, and I was only able to upload a couple of vlogs on Sunday because I finally got a hotel. I finally got into a hotel with Wi-Fi. The original hotel, Best Western, I could not get into the Wi-Fi there, so that sucked. And I was able to get caught up with YouTube and Flickr videos from different other people, and no word on the logo update. So that kind of sucks. And with that note, I'm going to end this update, and I will have a picture of the more in-depth stuff for my Lego store hauls. So I'll have a picture up on Flickr for that, so stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, guys.